many people with MS are in victimhood. And when I was diagnosed, I was definitely there. This was over 10 years ago. I thought, why me? Why is this happening? I was very confused, and I got into the state of victimhood for a couple of weeks. And I want you to get out of there. This is a negative way of feeling. When you feel like a victim, you won't heal. Now, I know you signed up to listen to this podcast, and as you keep listening to different episodes, you'll learn that you can heal and your belief system will change. When you change your belief system, you're going to get out of victimhood into superhero mode, because after a while, people will get tired of giving you sympathy or empathy. I want you to think of yourself in 3 to 4 months from now as mostly healed and on your way to superhero mode, because that's way more fun, and your friends and other people will cheer you on, and everyone likes a superhero rather than the victim. Are you struggling with multiple sclerosis, or you have a loved one who's been diagnosed and you're searching for more answers outside your typical medical system? You're not alone. Your intuition is telling you there's more information out there, and you're right. Hi, I'm Adrienne. I'm a certified integrative nutrition health coach, author, and speaker. I'm also somebody who has reversed and healed all of my own MS symptoms and can get you there too. Are you ready to dive in? I am. Let's go. Okay, today is about which would you rather have? People giving you sympathy or empathy, or people being proud of you and also cheering you on because you're getting better, you're doing the right things, and you're putting the work in, and you're healing. And when people know this, most people like to give positive feedback and they cheer you on rather than give you sympathy or empathy. It's way more fun to be happy for somebody and proud of somebody when they're making changes to get positive results. And I want to tell you that nobody can heal you but yourself, meaning you've got to put the work in. You can have somebody help you like me, but you've got to change your diet. You've got to change your thoughts to positive ones. You might have to change your exercise regime, and you might have to change your self-care habits. I want you to start learning about changing your days to healthy habits. I want you to start learning what foods and what vitamins your body is lacking. And I want you to start getting those vitamins and minerals in, because your body is most likely missing a lot of nutrients. That's why a lot of us get sick. I want you to start thinking, I want you to start doing and changing your unhealthy habits to good ones. And most of you know what unhealthy habits you have, right? Like, stop buying Doritos, stop eating ice cream every night, stop going to Burger King. Like, those are not healthy habits. You need to change those. And there's 2 types of people in the world. You're either all in, that's me, or you're the type of person that wants to make small changes along the way. And that's okay. There's not a right or wrong way. The program that I have has you make small changes along the way so that these habits will stick. Now, I also want to let you know that attitude is everything. If you found this podcast and you've listened to a couple of episodes, you can heal, because you can. You just need to change some things, right? And I've told you this before, when you have symptoms, and I don't care if they're MS symptoms or any other symptom with a different disease, it's your body telling you something needs to change here. It's either you're feeding your body too many toxins or not giving your body enough nutrients, or both, and thinking too many negative thoughts and not giving yourself enough care. You might be too stressed. You might have depression. You might have anxiety, but knowing that you can heal and that you just need to start changing your habits, this should give you joy. This should give you motivation. This should give you more than hope because you can do this. And you can also do it without medication. When I found out that I can heal my body after being in victimhood for a couple of weeks, I was filled with joy and excitement. And I started changing my habits. I'm just going to tell you guys, the day I found out I could heal myself, I threw out all the sugar in my house. I threw out all the dairy in my house. I threw out all the processed foods, and I started buying really good foods that I knew would support my body. And knowing that I could heal my body, my attitude changed, right? So when I felt joy every day, when I woke up every day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited because I'm going to start healing myself. I'm going to start eating the right foods. And I know this might take a while. I did feel some effects, numbness started going away. My brain fog started lifting after about 6 weeks. Some people can feel it even earlier than that. Some people, it takes longer. It all has to do with diet. It has to do with your thoughts. I want you to start thinking positive that you can do this. It's a journey. It's not anything that's going to happen overnight. And that's okay. And you need to be kind to yourself. You might have a day where you fall off the wagon and, you give up and you eat half a gallon of ice cream. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen, but just get back on the next day. Just get back on. After I learned about diet and exercise, I always went to the gym before, so that wasn't a big deal with me. But for a lot of you, it is. Most people don't get enough exercise on a daily basis. If you can just walk a mile a day, my God, that is so good for you and getting vitamin D in the sun. Or maybe you like hiking. Maybe you like pickleball. Maybe you like tennis. Whatever it is. Maybe you like going outside and playing with your kids and moving your body for an hour. That is exercise too. I learned about meditation. I learned about breathing exercises. I learned about my emotional health. I learned I had to forgive my mother, who was a narcissist all my life, and I had to work that out. So I learned that most diseases have an emotional component to them, and that was mine. I had childhood trauma, and I had to work that out, and that takes time. If you need to see a therapist, that might be something that you also need to do. There's no shame in that at all. And then you need to learn self-care. You need to be more selfish. And I've said this before, women tend to have more autoimmune diseases than men. So 80% of people that have autoimmune diseases are women. And it's because we're not selfish enough. We give too much. We don't take enough. So all you women out there, I really want you to pay attention to that. And your beliefs are so important. I want you to get out of victimhood and believe that you can heal. If you don't believe you can heal, you won't, and you'll be in victimhood forever. And I don't want you to be there. I want you to get out of that. You've got so much power. When you go to the doctor, they make you believe that you need drugs to heal, and you do not. Big pharma is a big part of that. They train the doctors, all the medical schools out there, most of them train the doctors to prescribe the drugs because it's a money maker. That's why our insurance is so expensive. We're all paying for it. So I need you also to believe, get out of victimhood, knowing you can heal without drugs. When you're on drugs, I remember getting pumped with that steroid in the very beginning, and I felt so weak. I felt like a weakling. I felt powerless. And when you think like that, that is big pharma winning. Don't let them win. You can heal yourself naturally. You really can. I've done it, and I know a bunch of other people who have also done it. So pay attention to your thoughts. I want you to start getting excited about healing and learning how you can do that, because you can. And then also be careful about social media out there. If you're involved in a lot of Facebook groups, and I'm involved with a lot of MS Facebook groups, there's a ton of them out there. And some of them are so negative. I want you to find a positive one. You know, there's some Facebook groups that I'll get on, and some people will keep posting, and they're very negative, very victimhood mentality minded. And if you're in one of those Facebook groups, I want you to take yourself out of it. You need positivity. You need people to cheer you on. There's a lot of people that will go on to these Facebook groups and they'll say, I'm feeling this or I'm feeling that. What do I do? And some of these posts are really long. It's these people pouring their heart out. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when the same people keep doing that over and over and over, these people are looking for a dopamine hit. They're looking for sympathy and empathy. I don't want you to be that kind of person. I want you to gather your thoughts together. I want you to say, yes, I can do this. I can heal. I've got total power, because you do. And I want you to start turning your negative thoughts into positive ones, into thoughts of thinking, oh my God, I'm going to heal. I can kick this thing. I can cure myself. People don't like that word cure. And I believe I've cured myself. I do. Most people don't think that MS can be cured. I'm going to be the one saying that it can be cured, because I haven't had any symptoms come back for 10 years. As long as you keep up these healthy habits, they won't come back. And you know what? Once you've healed yourself, you're not going to want to go back to your old ways. Why would you do that? So get out of victimhood, get on to feeling joy and excitement, knowing that you're going to heal, knowing that you're going to change certain habits, and that you're going to feel like your healthy self again. Then you will feel like a superhero and you will feel joy in your life again. I'm so excited for you. And don't be afraid to reach out to me if you have any questions. Email me at info@nourishyourway.com. Or if you want to sign up for a free consultation with me, you can decide if I'm the right fit for you. Until then, I'll be back in a couple of days. Are you on the fence and wondering if you can heal and would like some support from somebody who's been in your shoes? You can absolutely heal, and I can walk you through my 12-week program. Change is hard, but I've made it much easier to modify your dietary habits and other lifestyle changes like body movement, emotional health, and self-care. I'm with you all the way, so just hop onto my website, nourishyourway.com, and navigate to the Work With Me page. You can either sign up there or apply for a 30-minute free call with me if you have any questions. Taking action is the first step, and I'm behind you. Also, if you like this podcast, please share it to somebody else who might be struggling. I'm so happy to be a guiding light for you, and I'll be back in a few days.